This is Lessons with Larry. We do not own the rights to this song, but it's so groovy. I had to let that big on from the '70s hear it anyway.
All right, all right.
Pop the
Feel it.
collars, okay,
All
okay,
day, every day.
Yeah.
okay. Now Lessons with Larry. Today's episode, which is episode 16, um, is what is the man's role in life? What is the man's role in life? And so that's what our discussion gonna be today. We got Big on from the '70s. I promised to have him here. You understand me?
Much,
Yeah,
indeed, indeed.
he done came on in. You did?
Yeah, popping, you know what I'm saying? Show stopping.
Yeah. Fresh from the '70s. He ain't went nowhere. He's still there. And
Still there.
we got Rich Jones right here, my main man to my left. You know, on screen. I guess that beats just to my left. And then we got brother Leo. You understand me? Little Leo. He right here too. So we gonna have some good dialogue and chop it up about this subject that's um very necessary, shall I say. Something that's really needed. You know, we need to discuss these type of things, and that's why we bring them to the forefront. And we're gonna just chop it up and see where it takes us. So, what is a man's role in life? And you can, and later on, after we get this going, you can call in. The number is 248-820-5053. That's 248-820-5053. And this is brought to you by Out of the Bud. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start this and see where it takes us, see where it takes us. So would anybody like to feed in, put a little input in what is a man's role according to your own portion of understanding?
Well, right now, my main thing is my legacy. What they gonna say about me when I'm gone? And I really would like for them to say some positive things and mention some good attempts that I tried to make as far as trying to do the right thing, say the right things, and back the right people. Hopefully, I can find a constructive way to talk to some of these kids that need talking to. It's all about my legacy. I hate to keep mentioning my man Eric Mays'
No, you,
name.
you shouldn't hate to keep bitching
Yeah,
somebody,
but yeah, but Larry, I understand why I'm around real people now, so that's why you said that. I be around a lot of politics.
politicians.
Yeah, so them politics, they don't like you mentioning Eric Man. You
Magicians.
trying to get over on Eric. You know I'm not trying. I'm just real talk.
Yeah.
His last conversation with me, and I didn't, how people be talking. They know situations that you don't know. You don't really, I call myself a reader and a mathematician when it comes to conversations. I ain't figured that out. He was always talking about his nigga. Like, I ain't get it. Now he gone, now I got it. So that's why I say when I leave, it's all about the legacy that I left behind. I don't want people saying, "Oh, like, you good, he gone. That's one less liar, one less thief." Something like that. I don't really want nobody remember me.
Okay, that's real good. I refer to my mother a lot because me growing up in a single parent home with her raising me. A lot of my game, I ain't gonna call it game, but a lot of my life learned wisdom, come through her words. You know what I'm saying? And she used to always tell me, "Larry, don't do nothing you don't want remember." And when she told me, I didn't really understand the profoundness of what this woman was telling me, but it never left. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to things that you do, just know whatever you do, it can be remembered. You know what I mean? So when you're speaking of your legacy, okay, legacy building that involves work. You know what I mean? You got to work to create a legacy,
Yeah, body of work.
body of work. You know what I mean? And I think that a man's role, we have several roles, and we have so many roles that a lot of us don't really even stand up to none of our roles, for real, other than laying wood. You know what I mean? But it's so much more. It's so much more to our community. It's so much more to our relationships with family. It's so much more with our relationships with friends. A man's role is not to be neglected or taken lightly. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people I've heard them say, "Oh, well," I just say, I've watched Mother's Day, and not to take nothing from no mothers, because you got some mothers playing dual roles. You know what I mean? So I ain't taking nothing from them
Trip.
at all. I'm not taking. 'Cause like I say, my mother raised 4 kids, no man. I never heard her complain one time about nothing. Even when we didn't have, I ain't hear her complain. You know what I mean? Straight up. So that's the strength of how strong our women. The women we come from. You know what I'm saying? That's what they had dwelling inside their spirit, inside their body. You know, yeah, the virtuous woman. You know what I mean? And they only have to be that way. The only time they really have to be that way is in our absence.
I can dig that.
You see what I'm saying? So by us being absent and not being there to help raise these children, the children is what count. That's our future right there. That's our future. How bad it look, that's about how much you invested in it. If it look bad to you, that means you ain't invested enough. You know what I mean? But our role as men is getting back to my point. Our role as men is so vast. You know what I mean? And we really need to really start examining ourselves. You know what I mean? Once we examine ourselves, we can really see what we can do to really change things around us. We already know, man. We know that stage deck is stacked, and it ain't stacked in our favor. We already know this. That ain't nothing new. So ain't no need to be. It ain't like I'm telling nobody something they ain't heard or that they don't know. You know what I mean? However, the way we play our hand is up to us. You know what I'm saying? The deck is stacked. So what? But how you play your hand? You know what I mean? And I think that it's very important that we address this thing, and learn our roles. If we don't know, we need to know. You know what I mean? If we do know, we need to share it. You know what I mean? So more people can get in line and get in tune with and get in order. Because right now we out of order. Even the women out of order. You look at our little young men, this gonna be our men or whatever you want to call them. After we gone, because when you look at that conveyor belt, man, you know what I'm talking about? We easing on up that thing. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody leave, they got to make room for the ones that's coming. You know what I'm saying? But what is we leaving behind to the ones that's behind us? You know what I'm saying? Is we taking the time to say, okay, I know I messed up. I know I wasn't a good father. I know I wasn't this. I know I could have been better. I know I could have done more. Okay, is you taking the time to do something about that or do something with that information? You know what I mean? Myself included, because my ears is closer to me than it is anybody that's sitting around, anybody that could be listening to this podcast at this particular point. You know what I mean? So, I try to practice what I preach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna let somebody else, say what it made me to them. You know what I mean? And
Thank you,
yes.
thank you. I'm big on from the
Big up
70s.
from the 70s. Come
In
on,
the
give it
70s,
to
one of the
us.
greatest times of beginning with the forefront of being a man and knowing your role in the game. You understand? And look, did this here. I was raised by two parents. It was very solid. TV, everything was popping like home. And my grandparents, I knew the father, he was set the role as a provider, as a leader, police. He was the security system, the dictator. He ran the home. He set the rules down. My grandmother carried them out.
Mm,
When those rules were violated, my grandfather executed the situation. He
that part of your family.
all day,
Like that.
beginning. That's how I learned my role from the 70s. It started in the 70s. That's why I'm big on from the 70s, baby. That's how things get down. But what we only do, things that happen with the world today is the change is that we don't want to look back and take nothing from what you worked yesterday. It'll work today,
Mm,
and that's where this dysfunctional issues with our people, the role with the brother is lost. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of responsibility.
Mm.
Stand up and be a man.
Fact.
You know, if you don't know, ask. Proceed
Mm.
information. You know, being a father, being a man of the home, don't come with directions. You have to seek this information. Fortunately, I was blessed by a grandfather and other role models. I come from the 70s where these black men were leaders. They were just what they were. They were leaders and they led you. You know what I'm saying? Church was mandatory. It was things that was placed in order and rules. Make your bed. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no Kool-Aid empty.
Go
Know your
Mm.
role, baby. Know your role,
Mm.
baby. And
There
see,
we
these
go.
standards is what got me where I'm at. Is these brothers here today? We've been through this. We had a good background. You know what I'm saying? And we made some bumps in the road, but we saying to you listeners out there, baby, know your role. How you stand up, brother? It's not the biggest, this the biggest. That is what you're willing to be in. And be open, be for real with your children. You know,
Mm.
regardless what the child support ticket is, it's more important to be there than it is to pay at the window.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And do your job. It lands on you, stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll pass the mic to the brother over here,
Brother
Big
Lil
Uncle in the
Leo.
70s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big Uncle
Leo.
the 70.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
the,
right.
Okay.
all
Yes,
the,
sir. Yes, sir.
all the brothers do got some points over there. But I ain't no excuse for the younger generation though. But if you can't receive something that's already been given to you, or that's already instilled in you, and you don't know how to open it up, they won't never know what a man is. They won't never know from the boy to the teenager back to the boy, running around elementary, and you supposed to be in college.
Mm.
Excuse me. I took off slow. I had
Mhm.
mom, dad in the house, separated all that.
Yeah.
Everybody been over it. Everybody know been through it. So
Yeah.
it's the point in your life. It's not what's going around you. It's you, the individual that you stand for. If you don't know nothing about being a mighty man of value, you know what I'm saying? You don't know about you a king. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know you a royal priesthood, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know these things, guess what? The enemy, the homeboy, whatever it may be, it's gonna trick you every time. You got to stand for something. I know you can stand for things, but you gotta stand on one side of the corner. You ain't standing on that side of the corner, how are you gonna be twisted around? You ain't gonna be no man.
Mm.
You gonna listen to everything that's out there. Forget how a person make you feel, what they say. If you a man, you will keep it moving. You
Right.
will be that provider. You will have that virtuous woman. And guess what? When I'm out doing my thing, guess what? She in the house cooking, cleaning, and guess what? She getting her little cash too. You know what I'm saying? That's a virtuous woman. Ain't no 50, none of that. That's being a man. And then guess what? Then that woman, well, guess what? Submit to you. Not a submission exact because guess what? You a man and she see it. He's gonna protect us, he's gonna do this and that, and whatever he say is right. I'm going with it. And then guess what? Follow down. Now here the kids.
Mm.
It's going. That's a man. That's a real man. And guess what, y'all? Men do cry. They don't
Yeah.
make you strong
Yeah.
none of
Yeah.
that.
No.
They what? You just gotta release. Gotta release. You know, overjoyed, sad, whatever you go through, depression. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may, whatever it may be. But a man is gonna be in control, not a control as a iron fist, and you know what I'm saying? Smooth. It's right. It's patient. It's not impatient. It's not like it's just unexplainable. And you know that you that man when you get to that point.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Now, what I want to say, I want to make a point to where, I remember, growing up, they say, power to the people, say it loud, James Brown, I'm
mm,
black and I'm proud. This, and the third. The reason why he was doing that because he knew he was dealing with some people who were, just had been downtrodden. It's been, self esteem was low. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Yes.
The things of that nature, you know? So I wanted to get back to Mother's Day. I wanted to get back to how important the role of man is. And like I've told one of my sons, I told my son, I said, hey man, I said, I know Mother's Day is cool. I'm not taking nothing from your mother. Father's Day just important. I said because before you was with your mother, you was with me first. I carried you in my sack. You understand me? If you look at, if you take a sperm cell, throw it under the microscope, you're gonna see a head, which is the round part, and you will see the tail, which is what's swim.
Facts.
The head is the intelligence. See, an egg ain't nothing. If the sperm don't make it go upstream and make it to that fallopian tube and penetrate that egg, you understand me? That's what make the baby. 9 months later, she gives us back the image of ourselves. 9 months later. So I had to tell him, I carried you first. You know what I mean? And your mother delivered you. You see what I'm saying? So don't minimize the man's role in the situation. Now, a lot of times, I'm not saying every man is good and every father is good, but a father can become good. If you give him the chance. But if you let the father know that he's just as important, love just as much, he's going to want to invest. Want to be there. And if your father know that you will listen to him, he can't help but to want to just give you all the wisdom that he got. Because guess what? He know he can't take it with him. So why not leave it to you and you do something with it? And because the way I see it as a parent, our ceiling, meaning however high we can go in life, is supposed to be our children's floor. So they supposed to pick up from our ceiling, pick it up, just their floor, and they go up even higher. You know what I mean? So, but I say the importance of a man's role, but every grown individual is not a man. Just because you grown, your age does not make you a man. It's the example you set. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way you respect yourself. It's the way you respect others. It's the way you command your respect. See, I treat respect as a loan, not a gift. If I give you something, you can have that. If you tell me thank you, I might do it again. But if you don't worry about it. It won't happen no more. We ain't gonna trip. But if I loan you something, get that back to me. And I shouldn't have to ask you for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Sir.
So, like I say, so when it comes to a man, then we have a lot of women that are not used to following men because they used to playing the role of a man in his absence. And so when he comes along, they really find it hard because we creatures of habit. So they find it hard to follow this man, even though he a man. Everything, all the writing on the wall showed this is a real man. You know what I mean? But instead of saying, okay, let me work with this man and I can make him a better man, just by working with him, they'll see you as competition and work against you.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
We've been
see,
pitted against each other.
ain't no question. That's destruction of our family. But and when it when it goes like that, and it comes out like that, and they go it against you instead of working with you, you know what I mean? It hurts everybody. It hurts everybody. You know what I mean? So now, instead of us being a team, it's like we in competition. You know what I mean? And you should never have to be in competition with the woman that you with. Because y'all supposed to be setting example for the children, set example for any children that's looking at y'all. Anyone that's looking at y'all. You know what I mean? Your stuff ain't just supposed to look good on the outside, but rotten on the inside. It's supposed to look good on the inside just as good as you look on the outside. It's like kind of like going by a house. You go by a house, the yard real beautiful. You're like, man, them hedges so beautiful. It's edged up. And then you go inside, it's all total chaos. It's falling apart, needs to be condemned. You know what I'm saying? So, but we have to come together as a people. You know what I mean? And first check ourselves and there's nothing wrong with correcting what's out of order.
Right.
When something needs to be corrected and it's out of order, we have to check ourselves and correct it. You know what I'm saying? We have to check ourselves. And that way when you check yourself, you ain't got to worry about nobody else checking you. You know what I mean? Because you already on.
Right. And then plus you got to correct the criticism. That's being a man part
Yeah,
too.
and
Because
see,
yeah,
another man
yeah,
can pull a man up and say, "Hey, bro,
yeah,
boy, I can go." Now I ain't fronting you off. I'm
yeah.
just pulling your coat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling your coattail.
But
You
we
did.
ain't even men. I know I'm a man, but men ain't even men. When he tell you you got the booger in your
No,
nose,
no, they
or you got a
laugh at
piece
you.
of
They
food.
laugh at
You know what I'm saying? They don't even say nothing. They
Right,
don't say
right,
nothing.
right. Well, some
Man,
don't. You know,
Some
some
don't.
I'm
don't.
talking the
Some just
majority of
Right,
people
right.
that, you know what I'm saying, come
But see,
across
that's
there.
how out of order
Yeah,
we are.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our roles is even reversed. If you look at most women, they showing masculine energy, but you look at men, the so-called men, they showing
Feminism.
feminine energy.
mm,
You know, the roles are just being reversed, and people need to know their position and play their position.
But if you, I say, I can't say if, but if you grew around nothing but women, it's different things. You know what I'm saying? That young boy, that whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
And to develop, because it's impossible for a woman to raise any, honestly.
She can teach you
Yeah,
your wife can teach you a lot of things, but she cannot teach you how to be a man because
right.
she's not a man.
And,
It take a man to make a man.
and that's like I was saying, that gap part.
Yeah,
That gap,
yeah,
that little piece right there.
yeah. You know,
That lot. You know what I'm saying?
but see, if you get the five, get the men really learn their positions and play their position, then the women gonna automatically fall in position. You look at like I like National Geographic, for example. You know, because I like watching wildlife and I like watching just how things go on when it ain't been messed with. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no tigers breeding with no lions in the wild. You don't see no hyenas breeding with no tigers. You know, you don't see they all lions. They all coexist, but they take care of their own. They take care of their business.
and they hang.
You know, but they take care of their
Yup,
business. You know,
yup,
and they hunt together. You
yup.
know, you look at the role of a lion. The female lion, she do all the hunting. She do the kill, and then before she eat or before the cubs eat, the male lion who is the protector, he comes in, he eats first. That's why they say the lion's share. He eats first, and once he's straight, then everybody else eat after that. You see what I'm saying? Now this is a natural order of nature. See what I'm saying? Now you can break man-made laws, but you can't break nature's
Can't do
laws
it.
or universal laws. They'll break you. You see what I'm saying? You know. So see, when we go against our nature, that's why we find ourselves in the condition that
I
we
mean,
Mm.
in. You know, simply for making that slight detour. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let somebody else go.
yeah,
So go ahead.
I think I see man, even as I was saying, no, just an insect, as a man, role model, go out and take a piece of bread, break it down, and drag it. I mean, it's
Man,
just an ant.
yeah.
A male, it's a man. He takes the bread and he breaks it, drags it and drags it. It takes him all day. I'm just sitting there on the porch board just watching it. Drags it, gets it to a spot, and he breaks the bread down one piece by piece and takes it to the hole to feed the people, feed the
But
children.
that's his responsibility.
That's just, I mean, even an ant. This is an ant gets that understands his position. Right? So, gentlemen out there, I'm saying, brothers, you have to know your role before you can better play your role.
Mm.
And I'm here to, that we're here to put you up on game and pull your coat. We're not here to offend you, brothers out there. We're here to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Because come, like we said earlier, this thing don't come up like this. We
With
have to have
instructions.
come with and we just giving you some game out there and trying to get ourselves back together. Because I'm from the '70s, and the brothers from the '70s that we stayed strong all the time. You know what I'm saying? We did what we supposed to do, right on with the right on. You know what I'm saying? Power to the people is what it was. Division wasn't a situation. It was an option. You know, you couldn't. We wasn't about divide. It was together. And that's what we're trying to
Conquer
get
'em,
back
yeah.
to. We can't be conquered as a team. Strength is numbers. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, I need you to stand up. If you got a kid, like I told my son when they was birthing their children, I say, there's a chance, young man, that this lady that you bearing this child with today, that you and her may not like each other. It's a journey, raising this child. So I strongly suggest at this point you look at her as your best friend from here on out, because she's going to be in your life for the rest of your life. You know, as long as you're attached to this kid, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well get ready. I mean, you're happy in love, and I hope it all works. But if it don't, remember what I told you, son, that this woman, you have to be respecting her for the rest of your life, because that's his mom, your son's mom. That's a relationship, because whatever you show, the respect you show his mother, the respect he learns to show a woman when he become an
For
adult,
sure.
a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it all starts, gentlemen. And that's how you learn to play your role. You know what I'm saying? Because the men today, a lot of us have fell off and got off track on what we're responsibilities. Because you have to learn. Life will whoop you up, young man. It'll whoop you up. It's called experience. It'll whoop you up and dust you off. And I've been whooped up and dust off. I got it together now. You know what I'm saying? I can't always say I had it together, even though I had a role model. I got off course. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying to you out there, stay focused. Love your child. Don't worry about the amount of money you're paying at the window. Being a father is way more important than a child support check. Please, she putting child support on me. Man, I can't take it. Bro, man up. Man up. Bro, we come from the strength
Make
of
it happen.
brothers and sisters from the 60s and 70s, brother. We went with a box of this and a box of this, and we all ate.
Everybody.
You
Ain't
hear
nobody
me?
stopped.
Did nobody start. Learn how to plant food in the garden. That's what a man do. Make a way out of no way. That's what a man do. That's what a leader do. I'm just expressing myself and telling you, brothers and sisters out there, brothers, be a man to that lady. Be a father to your son.
The child.
Brother,
Daughter too.
yeah,
Daughter needs you more than
yeah,
daughter
Your
needs you,
son.
if not more, just as much as that son.
because she know what she. You right about that. Because eventually, at some point, date a boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna date a man who's in image
And it, of
of
her
a
daddy.
father. There you go.
You know, if he was absent, then she gonna, think in her mind what she wanted him to be, and she gonna look for that. You know what I mean? And it may not be nothing that you would want that you would recommend for.
And if you there, you need to be there positive.
Right.
It's a lot of negative two parent homes. A lot of negative two parent homes.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I believe, I agree with you, Rich, but I believe that people need to really selective breed. Now I know I might catch some flack for this, but so what? This is my opinion. They need to selectively breed because if you know you can't read, you ain't got no business having no baby with somebody else that can't read.
Hello.
Straight up.
Y'all finna be in trouble.
I
I'm
don't care. What?
glad you
What?
say that.
Y'all finna be in
I
trouble.
don't. Well, let me be in trouble.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about that couple.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
Everybody in trouble.
Yeah, y'all
Ain't
got a
nobody
problem.
don't care
Y'all
about
got
the
some
education.
problems coming.
Yeah, ain't no question. Ain't that's what we've been had a whole lot. A lot of us have been chasing,
Yeah,
been chasing women by looks and don't even know if she can read. Next time you put a woman in the car, grab a book out the back, have a book with you, and just slang it to her. Say, hey, read me that second chapter and see what happens. She
I
might
want.
tell you, you can drop me off. I ain't,
I
that's
will
a
keep
good,
it.
and so you
I
better
will keep
listen
it
to
100 with you though. Look,
her. Huh?
that's me right there. That's what I did. I had to get the baby mama. My baby mama for all four of them. They all can read. I can't read, but I
That's
counted all that good stuff. But yeah, right there, I said, yeah, I gotta get some smart baby mamas. And,
ain't no
you know what
question.
I got?
Yeah,
You
you
know what
got to
I
all
got?
balance
I
it.
got to killing them too and loving them. But I had to get them. I had to get them,
That's
bro.
right. That's
I
right.
couldn't do it. You're right.
Okay.
You're
All right.
right. I
Okay.
know. I'm with y'all.
Yes,
I'm with.
sir.
I see
Yes,
what
sir.
you're
We
saying.
speaking facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a little
Yeah.
advice to college students.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Get you a girl in the library.
Hmm.
Get you a guy in the
Yeah.
library.
You go.
No matter what sports they play or what kind of reputation
Yeah.
they bring, if they ain't going in that library, if their number one goal ain't getting some kind of degree or something, creating a future, them good
Right.
times gonna end.
Yes.
And
Yes.
them days gonna end. Cause you looking at somebody that's way past his college years, that made a lot of mistakes, a lot of bad choices. So ain't nothing wrong with making bad choices. You're gonna tell the future not to make it. So if you ain't in the library, get in the library.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
And
saying.
even us, you know what I'm saying? Take the time and read something. Expand your mind. Go
Mhm.
beyond what you can see. You know what I'm saying? Go past what you
Right.
can see. It don't hurt. It don't take nothing. If everybody, took 10, 20 minutes out of their day, not no social media, grab a book, physical book. So therefore, some of the benefits from reading a physical book, you also learn how to spell because you're looking at words.
Yup.
You know what I mean? You're gonna know your percentage, your punctuation. You're gonna know all that. You know what I mean? Just by reading a paragraph, reading a couple paragraphs a day. And you're gonna expand your mind, hopefully, obtaining some information that you wasn't privy to
It's all
prior
good.
to that.
It's
You know
all
what I mean?
good.
Seriously.
what you
Yeah,
read.
exactly.
We
Being
all
able to
do.
comprehend what you read. All these is, and men, we need it too, because if some of these sisters grab a book and hand it to him and say, read it, he might be in big trouble.
Or application.
Or that's what I'm saying. Just read this,
Yeah,
read,
y'all about to have me
read,
heard that all
read,
over
read
again,
this,
man.
hand it to the
Yeah.
guy,
Uh,
read this Dr. Seuss book
mm,
for me right
mm,
quick.
mm.
You see? And when he be sitting over there like, you be like, hold up, let me see what word is that? Oh, that's duh. Hold on. See, you gotta be careful. Don't you
Somebody
know,
who's fine. Everybody like
yeah, oh man.
Clap.
Yeah.
She be clapping that
That's the
thing.
raw reason right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I'm
getting
saying?
a raw relationship right
So
there. Yeah.
let's select a breed. When I say that, let's be conscious and get to know the people that you having unprotected sex with. We don't have to worry about abortions and none of that. You don't have to worry about it because when they bring up the subject abortion, trust and believe about us. Because if you notice, all the Planned Parenthoods is in our neighborhood. They ain't in Chinatown, Mexican town. Look,
Yeah.
they in our neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? So they talking about us. And if you look at the lucky number 13, you know what I mean? They say we've been 13% of the population for the past 50 years. Why our numbers ain't grow? You know what I'm saying? Mass incarceration,
self-inflicted killing.
Yeah.
everything, killing each other, everything, you name it. And you name it, and we can relate to it. You know what I mean? And we can see the side effects of what's going on.
Not
You
the
know, 'cause-
change, but still with the yeah, part two about this generation that Georgia and Jamaica. I'm told we really ain't men because we hate on each other.
yeah,
Hate on each other. I don't care.
not hate, not hate on each other. We hate each other.
Yeah, yeah,
It ain't no
yes, yeah,
you ain't gotta hate on.
yeah, you're
We
right.
hate each
I,
other. I
right,
can
Yeah.
look at you and mad dog when I see somebody else. I'm smiling at them. And I
yeah,
gotta look at you like I'm just had the most terrible day of my life.
right. So,
Y'all, okay, then
Yes.
I'm gonna give it right back to you. Y'all the victims of people.
all people stand out the way.
Y'all victims of that. Some of y'all need to be talked to
Yeah,
when we stand out the way in the house, like let them do what normal.
I come
You know,
outside. I had to
they
say
didn't
something.
they didn't stay out the way when we
No, because they checked us.
go
You
ahead,
might get checked by anybody. You for
You'll
real.
get the neighbors to check.
You
yeah,
know, yeah, the neighbors
yeah,
checking you.
yeah.
everybody's in the way.
Yeah. I'm big on.
But back to
No,
that
go
though.
ahead.
But
All right, let the
back
brother.
back back to that.
Let us
But
go.
the youngest though, it's only just say out of five, I'm only five. Really, listen, listen. The other four ain't.
But
And then
I want to say one thing. You're right, but it gotta be because like I'm a huge advocate to. It was just one guy, I kept seeing it to the point to where I ain't finna have to. He tapped me on the shoulder. You really meant that thing. You really for real. I was like, yeah, man. He said, I'm gonna start voting. So it's consistency. If you just can't run up on y'all and say, man, change your life, and then they don't see you no more, you gotta be consistent with that.
And see, our children these days, they've been watching the TV so much, playing the video games, stuff like that. You have to show them an example. You know what I'm saying of what a man is.
Hmm.
By being a man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them catch you out of because the minute they see that you doing something that they think men shouldn't do, then they ain't listening to you. No more. All your credibility, like Muhammad say, it takes a lifetime to build this kind of reputation, and it takes millimeters of a second to ruin it. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be on point, with your actions, your words, man, your deeds. You know,
but they got right there. But being a man too, you gotta understand that ain't nobody perfect.
no,
I'm
no,
saying,
no, no, no.
I'm saying something. I'm telling you, you can be the. I don't care who you is, the Pope, whatever. Though. I'm just saying.
He ain't
Yeah,
nobody.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
He's still. I'm talking about you can't be. I'm
no,
talking about you can't. I'm not saying you can't. You can't really say that because really, what if you just outside and somebody come and hit you on the car? Would you get a run or something? But you limping. Now you screaming, cussing, and fussing. But they didn't hear you cussing, fussing for 5, 10 years.
right. Because I'm trying.
Y'all see as an example. As an example. They said being an example, they people look at you like you perfect. And yes, they do
No,
because
but you know, no,
they
right.
waiting for you to fall or
But
they
see,
waiting.
if somebody paying before, then that mean they not paying their decision because
Fact.
they supposed it's like this. I can listen to anybody. I don't have no problem. I don't care what walk of life you from, what you. I don't care nothing about what you got. 'Cause I ain't never spent no other man's money.
Thank
You know, except my daddy and my George. That's
you.
it. But that's it.
That's
I
the
know
truth.
the
That's the
2 10.
truth.
That's it.
That's the truth.
So
That's the truth.
I don't care
That's
about
true.
what nobody got. So if I see a person that may not that's doing better than me or might be not apparent, not visually looking like he doing better, whatever the case may be, I'm still gonna listen to you like I would listen to somebody who was out there that was a ghost millionaire. It don't make no difference because it ain't about that to me. I don't move.
They
It
don't
don't
got nothing
move
to
me. But
do
what I'm
with
saying, so,
in the
but
man too.
yeah,
Come on, come on.
and so when I say set an example, it's the way I walk, it's the way I talk. I don't use certain words. You know what I mean? Like N word. You never hear that come out of my mouth. Okay, I'm sitting there getting. I say a bunch of other words, but that word won't come out of my mouth
Okay.
because
I,
it's.
I think you said it. Now, what did you do? I'm just saying. Just say you just hot one day. Somebody made you mad. You just
Oh, I'm
said it.
human.
Okay.
But if I say that, just know it's on. If you hear that ever come out my mouth, it's on. It ain't that you
Okay,
know.
that's what I was.
You
That's
see
the
what I'm
point
saying
I'm
about
making
today,
right there. Now,
right?
now you got these different individuals. Some of them is looking way before. Some keep on doing son. You know what I'm saying? You got the person like, oh, you hit the deal. I'm gonna just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Then if you do say the word, that's what. Oh, God,
Yeah,
he
but
just had a
see,
bad day. You
yeah,
see what I'm saying?
right, right,
Now, you
right.
see what I'm saying? Now?
But see, like I say, now I understand what you said. I ain't no but. I get what you're saying. I get
Mm-hmm.
exactly where you're coming from and everything. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's sitting and waiting just to see you fall like that, you missing the whole good. They missing a real good movie.
I'm
Because
saying I
oh,
put
check
two
it
and
out, check it out. My mother told me when I was talking to my mother, and I was like, "Mom, is you aware there's a bunch of inconsistencies in that Bible you trying to get me to read? You've been pushing on me my whole
Yeah.
life." I said, "There's a bunch of inconsistencies, man." You know what my mama told me?
come on.
Well, Larry, if you in the Bible looking for inconsistencies, you ain't looking for God. So, what is you really doing? So that you feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
And that's
know.
the type of wisdom that
That's what I'm
that's the
talking about.
type
I'm
of
talking
wisdom
about dunamis.
that
That's what
made
I'm
that
talking
made
about.
me what I am today.
Dunamis.
You dig?
Dunamis.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
exactly,
explain to you.
exactly.
That's
You
it.
see
Being
what
a
I'm saying?
man is that. That's what's
Yeah,
it's in you. You know what I'm saying? It's all in you. You gotta walk. It's not what you call it. It's your journey. It's your relationship.
right.
It's what you being taught, what you being humble on, and what you gonna receive. And at that point, at that time, if you listening, if you look and talking and receiving, you know what I'm saying, being humble. So sometimes our hearts do get a little stony. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You're
yeah,
right. I'm talking
yeah,
about, yeah.
yeah. We
It's,
human.
this ain't, I know this ain't my world. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right.
You know, I
No,
say the
no,
same
no.
God, but I'm just saying this ain't my world.
It ain't
So,
mine. I didn't
so
create it.
yeah.
So
So it's the journey. All of us. I'm not trying to get on no religion, nothing like that.
no, but
All of us, not a religion, though, but I'm not trying to get on.
right.
But we all prophets. Well, I'm talking we all these things, though. This what we were destined before we. I'm talking before you thought about, before I was thought about, before Martin Luther King was thought about, before any of Master like that. Keep going back and back. He knew us. The man, the boss, the coders of the code. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't bowing down to him, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't that way, you know what I'm saying? So, you ain't no man. I don't care what nobody say. Well, if I walk out,
No,
whatever.
no.
I'm
You,
not, I'm not I'm not speaking. I'm a man.
no,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
You know,
right, right.
I did like earlier. ACD, whatever it is. I get a little side. I ain't
Man,
against
you
y'all. You know
good, man.
what I'm
You
No,
saying?
you
So,
good.
but
good,
I'm just,
man.
I'm
We
just,
No,
so,
make your point.
so
Make your point. Make
the
your
point. I'm just the truth though. So the truth of the matter, go back. If that what's called that cheat cornerstone, just like you said, the inconsistency, whatever. It's not no inconsistency. It's in you. You don't even need no man to teach you nothing. Nothing. It said trust no man. And that word, Hebrew, Greek, I want to twist it or whatever, root words, you know what I'm saying? Guess what it is? Human. Trust no human. That's what it means. Plain and simple. Don't make it bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Being a man, what's inside you, how to it's to come up and going into that man. boy, the teenage, you know what I'm saying? Boom, just like you said, something about childish things or something. You stop doing all that crazy stuff. It's safe. It's the moral where you come from. I'm telling you, you come from the swine, you come from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? You can come from all that. But when you hear it and you a real man, you know what I'm saying? Right, you gonna grow. I don't
Right.
care. Everybody can look at me. I walk the
No,
city. Look,
right.
I'm talking.
No,
I
we
walk in
could.
the city of Flint. I walk the city of Flint anyway. But guess what? Won't nobody else get out there and walk. I be the only person at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Walk, look, this. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about why we live in fear. You know, if you got what everybody say what they got, come on, let's do this. Let's get these youngsters to talk to them. Come on. Let's be the man. Let's show them the example. I'm down with it all day, every day. I'm down with it. All you got to do is looking all crazy at me. So I was like, look. He was just all the way over here by the valley, but look all over here. So, hey, come
I
on,
got
let's
a
be a
question
man.
for you.
Come on.
So you interested in starting a youth program to change these young new directions? Uh, interested in that?
I'm
Something
not
developing
not
something like
not even that. Just come on with me. Let's just talk to the people. Let's just talk to them.
No, you gonna have your opportunity August the 7th.
I'm talking about we can start tomorrow. Come on, y'all,
Come on.
join me.
See, I got,
Y'all
I
see
got,
me walking? I start right there, just the bus stop, or walk to the bus station, and we go from there.
that? We walking and we learning what we teach.
Be the man right. We can start off just to be humble, just to the your next brother, like you said, unity. Just, just listen. You know, whatever you smoke that weed, y'all ain't gonna do y'all thing. But just listen to us. We ain't taking no bad news. We ain't trying to keep you off the street.
well,
We
see,
ain't
let me say this.
trying,
What I've talked to a lot, I got a little mentorship program. I mentor boys 8 to 14 called Let's
Mm.
Success. Okay, yeah, that's what I
Gonna
got
talk.
going on. That's what I do. With that, I got a few boys that I mentor I've been doing it for over a year now, but every week, a lot of things together. You know what I mean? Because um, it's just important. I feel like it's important, and I feel like I know. I don't feel like I know I'm making a mean difference in their life. You know what I mean? So that's why I get my reward from them. Just watching them grow, watching them. Saying, I think it's bad children. But I know that they're better now that they got me in it. You know what I mean? Because they thinking different. You know, I was always taught Jesus couldn't save the world if that's anybody related. That whoever they related to, you know. And one thing in this podcast, I don't even like embarking with religion. But I had to know where I come from in terms of my mom, you know, what she taught me and things in nature with life, you know. But you know, what I was saying about I just say what but, I was finna make a point. I was finna
You
make
said you don't even really bring that.
I know, but I was,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
religion.
oh, okay, that's what I was talking about. Okay, you couldn't say the world. You know what I'm saying? So neither can I. I ain't expecting to be able to do great work that he did because he was way better than me. But what I'm saying is, you can't say the world, but if you can get a hold of one, if you can send a message, that's why my program is called Lots of Love Mentors for Success. I'm creating mentors where I can't reach y'all, but I ain't gonna be around y'all little friends. But guess what? Indirectly, once I send y'all back to them, they gonna be doing stuff that you ain't gonna want to do, and then they gonna follow your suit. You know, because you the one that's doing something totally different. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
like,
So, yeah, and that's what my
I
organization is
like
about.
that.
You know, for real, I'm creating mentors. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking as a mentor, and then y'all watching me, and y'all my mentees, and y'all gonna go back and mentor to all y'all little friends
What age group do you
from
do?
8 to 14. 8 to 14. I got a real brilliant 6 year old. Man, he's so smart. I had to set no, I'm 8 to 14, but I had to go and accept him on in because
That's
he
it.
come on in. You come on. You a good fit. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, so like I was saying, just me myself being an example. You know what I mean? And I don't have the right to speak on something that I'm not trying to change myself, or I'm not putting the work in and sweat at. You know what I'm saying? Without looking for no grants, without looking for this, me doing what I know I supposed to. You feel what I'm saying? And then having my family to sacrifice with me because the time that I'm spending with these young men,
Take it
I'm
home.
taking from y'all at the house, my wife and my daughter. I'm taking from them, taking my time to spend time to teach these children.
Shout out. Don't I didn't mean to interrupt
Okay.
you, but shout out to Larry Lott's family that allowed him to do that. Because a lot of people in this situation get tackled at home because they try to spend time and change their and living situation. Shout out to Larry Lott and his
Right.
family. He ain't doing it by himself. Trust me, he going home to peace. Trust me, I peaceful person that does stuff like that. You can hear it in their and you when you trying to be because I've been in the opposite situation. But you going to burst of they ain't giving you no money and all of this. You spending it anyway. I ain't I ain't I ain't coming up anyway. I'd rather try to help these kids. I go to jail.
That's the thing. I wouldn't do it. So I think just try to get as many kids, many people away from these traps. Because they got me, get you.
Yeah.
Trust me. You know what I'm saying? So if I can just, steer them away, here's an alternative route. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I even take, like, look, I take them down. This is up to you when you want to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't you got this is up. You may not know how can I get over here. You may not even know, but if you want to be over there, you can get there. And that's what I teach them. Ain't no limits. You know what I'm saying? You can be what you want to be. You can have what you want to have. Have to succumb to your circumstance.
Yeah.
You know, that's if anybody
Circumstances.
got
Yeah.
if anybody would like to call in, the number is 248-820-5053. That's 248-820-5053.
Please like, subscribe.
Please like, because it's really these are real valid subjects.
No doubt.
So where the kids come from? The 6 to the 8 year old.
Yeah,
Where they come from? Like
actually, they just
trenches.
yeah, yeah,
God,
yeah, yeah,
God,
yeah,
God.
they,
From an I
they
came
came
from
from out
God.
the mud. They came from out the mud.
I'm just
God
saying, though. I'm just
sent
saying,
I'm
yeah.
God
talking
Yeah,
about
sent
the mud.
the mud.
God
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
them
That's all I'm asking. I just want to know.
God
Yeah,
allowed them
yeah,
to cross
yeah,
paths.
Yeah,
yeah. I understand. I respect that. I just want to know. That's why I said that.
yeah,
So, yeah, okay.
yeah. I'm so proud of them. If you met them, you would know they somebody in their ear for real. They young, but they yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. And those no, no, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing. Yeah, I'm about mine. For real. I ain't playing. I take it real serious. You know what I mean? And, that's because I want to make a difference, man. I love my people. I love myself. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I know we way better than what we act like.
Right.
For real. Whoever tricked us into acting like some fools, so the world can look at us. Too many episodes of love and hip hop, and too many episodes of this, that, and the third. We really did got a false perception of who we are to the world. The world look at us, they think of the show, and that is not us. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? That's
man,
Right.
you're right.
Right.
Seriously, that's not
man.
us.
Video on it, ain't
None
it?
of that. The rap music, that ain't us.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
How you feel about all these mixed TV shows where people are glorifying killing and selling dope and all this? Man, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy watching it, but I don't like the image. Like Power, I love Power, but I can't stand Tyreek.
That's a form of self-destruction. This the action captures the mind, brother. The action people, right? And they glorify gangster. You know, we don't see it racially as something. It's the attention that it draws. We get on the phone. Did you see what just happened? We draw into that. You know what I'm saying? That's the change back to being a role, setting that being that role model at home. And like I said, I've learned to the listeners. I watched my son. He watch him learn from my mistakes as a father. You know, I've seen all of my. I'm a father. I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I know the mistakes that I made. My son as role model. My son, he's built unity with his child as an infant. I'm talking about my grandson was at a basketball game. He's taking him to basketball games to see this and that. But what he's doing, he's spending wherever he go, he takes his kid and he sit down and talk to him. Even when his girlfriend was pregnant, he would rub the baby and talk to the baby and read books to the baby. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what we're talking about. Trendsetter. He's a trendsetter, and this is the mode that we want to change. We want to mimic this behavior to all the brothers, them black brothers out there. We want to teach this because when you go into school in elementary, they're supposed to get you ready, but they don't get you ready.
They get you ready for the joint.
Thank you. That you never learned how. They don't teach you how to be a man or become a man in school. It's not a requirement. It's not even on your class. It's not on. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to cut you off because you're making a very valid point. But I just want the listeners, or anybody out here to see this. I want them to understand that one of the most terrible mistakes that we've made as a people. One, I rate this number one, is the school buildings, that's the secondary education. Home is primary education. That's where your child's supposed to be educated at home,
right on.
Not school. School is just to reinforce, learn how to this, learn socialization, learn how to socialize, learn this. But everything else supposed to come from home. And see, a lot of people then said, we ain't teaching nothing at home. We're going to get you out of here for 8 hours. You understand me?
Facts.
And they let them teach you. And then you get mad at the teacher for your child not knowing how to read, not knowing how to count. You get mad at the teacher. It's your fault. Because you the primary teacher. Parents is the primary teacher of their children. So if your children is not behaving or acting the way that you think that they should be, check yourself. Check yourself. That's a good time to check yourself.
Basically what you said.
Right.
The home, the village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It got to be everybody.
And if you need help, just ask for help.
Right. Can't be against each other because you know your people out here doing something wrong and you crack his head. Don't get mad at him because he cracked your head. You supposed to be brother. You supposed to be my brother. You supposed to trust me on that point. That ain't nothing happen to your kids. So guess what? I beat his butt. Set the wrong. Come on.
Be willing to learn. Be willing to change.
But so we just have to take a whole different approach to a lot of different things. But to your point, Rich, if you don't mind me chiming in on the TV thing, on the TV shows. Me myself personally, I don't really watch this stuff simply because I feel like it's taking up too much of my valuable mental real estate. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing I can see on TV or or in a hood novel book or nothing that I ain't already experienced in real life. And I'm not the type of person that can sit and watch the same movie again and again. Because I ain't gonna, whatever I missed the first time, if it's a great movie, I might watch it again 5 years later. You know what I'm saying? But I can't watch it back to back, repetitive. I can't do that, because actually you programming your mind.
That's what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is that I don't watch none of them shows, none of them, crazy shows. Because first of all, they mislead, but they represent you. These are somebody else telling your story that's representing you. Because a person from another nationality that don't know you, if they watch that stuff, which they do, when they see you, they expect for you to behave just like them. They expecting for it because this is what y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not what we do. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do the things they do for clicks and views. Speaking of which, please like and please subscribe. But for clicks and views, they do what they do. You understand me? But that ain't the real. You sacrificing your whole group of people for your own come up.
Facts.
Yes, that's it right there.
Facts. They won't even give a positive rapper like me a contract.
Yeah. Oh no, you said some positive.
Yeah, because I'm telling
man, the dumber you get, the more money you
honor
got.
and love your mama.
What? Oh, you going? Man, you better go on there.
Do the best you can to raise your kids to be a good man.
They'll send
like,
you over
man,
there. They'll send you over there with Sugar Hill Gang, man. No,
get out my studio.
They're gonna send you over there with Sugar Hill Gang. Though. You did Curtis Blow. Go on over there with him, man. We ain't like
that's who making all the money. Who the people that's to kill the most people?
Yeah, no, it's a slow motherfucker. It's just dumb. They put the dumbest people up front to represent you. You know what I'm saying? And they mumble rap. I listen to it. I ain't immune to it. But I don't take it to heart. I don't take, I might like the beat more so than anything else.
That's what grabs
because I need some. You
That's
gotta
the
talk
problem,
to me,
Larry. That's the problem. When we was back in the Unk days,
Rick James,
when they made a church, when they made a gospel rap, you heard that beat and you knew some lyrics was gonna come on. You didn't want to hear. But nowadays, these beats are so fire, you can say gaga, goo, 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 gaga. Man, and you got to smash. Platinum. You got to smash.
Or if you say something, you know what, I'm going to tell you something about this rap beef stuff. Not to veer off course, but about this rap beef stuff. I when it first started, for those who Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all that, when it first started, J. Cole, which is a cold rapper, very conscious.
Yeah.
He got in it, and he went out to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
murked him for real. I mean, gave him the business. He said, "Man, this wasn't sitting right with my spirit." He took it down and apologized to the man. Now, take a real man to apologize, right, because he seen what it was doing. It ain't do this. Ain't doing about perpetuating more division. More division amongst your ranks. Now, if divide and conquer, that's the oldest war trick that ever been played, but it still worked for us.
Nah, do a hostile takeover and all that.
And he was more like a messenger that we ain't got many messengers that have contracts nowadays. He was a messenger with a contract. So why would he turn over his ability to deliver messages to people to be in the messy lane where they get the views and the download?
He said it bothered. He got on at a conference. He said it bothered my spirit. He said I couldn't. He said what he put out was some serious fire.
I know, but
and he snatched it back off Spotify, Apple, took it off all the platforms.
Turned down the money.
Said no, I'm cool.
Turned down the money.
To me, that's what. That's an example of what a man can do.
Right.
Because when you know you out of order, you understand me, and you know you out of order, even though you gave him the business, but still
order before profit.
You out of order, and you then when you know you out of order, and you can find yourself and align yourself and get back on track. You understand me? It take a real man to apologize when you know you're wrong.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
For real. That's what I mean? So I got so much respect for that gentleman, man. And I love his lyrics. He's a cold rapper. J. Cole. Now, if you ain't hip to him, listen to some of the words, but listen to what he got to say.
He got some substance.
He got
some old school stories. That Brenda kind of baby type song. You know what I'm saying?
So another thing I know about him is he humble. And I was watching TikTok and I saw him riding a bike. I don't know where he was at, but he was just riding a bike through a neighborhood, right? So I got a cousin that lives in Atlanta, and he sent me a picture of him and J. Cole that he had a picture with. He said he was in New York. It was like 11 o'clock at night. Him and his wife, they went to a Broadway play. They just chilling, walking in New York. And he said he seen him riding the bike. He said, that's J. Cole. So he said he stopped him, and they had a whole conversation. And he was like, I've been a fan for years and old music, woo, woo, woo. But that's just to go to show the testimony of him being humble,
man,
and just being out here.
Come on,
and my cousin sent me the picture of him with him on the bike, and it's the same bike and scenario that I saw on TikTok. But I was like, I don't know if he really riding no bike through neighborhoods chilling, but he was. I'm not. You see what I'm saying?
But that would have been beneath. That would have been that would have been beneath so many other people. Exactly. But that let you know how he stands. How he stands. How he stands way up there. But you got to hold up. Listen, man, you got to be content with yourself. You got to. I'm talking about within yourself, man. Let me tell you something. That's just like this. When I used to have raggedy cars, back in the day, coming up, and I had that old Deuce with the blue fender. You did. Every time I pull up a radiator hose and blow, I need a boost. You did. So I would be hold up, bro. Hold up. Yeah. I would be you cool, okay. All right. I would be doing so much, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to get me a real car, man. A car that don't be letting me down and all this, that, and third. And you understand me? Can we show it? I want to show. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. Out there with see, that's what. Come on, man. Look what he got. Now, see that ain't beneath. But I was gonna say. Now, when I didn't have no good cars, you know what I'm saying? I used to be embarrassed. But once I got a good car, I was like, man, I'll be like, man, hey, take this car, man. That heat working that joint. Let me get in that. Yeah, put it on the camera. Let the people see. Hold on, it ain't focusing good or something. That's J. Cole right there in my. We can put it in this. You see, yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, that's so
that's
bad.
J. Cole right there riding the bike, just like he said, with his cousin, kicking it with his cousin, down to earth brother in New York. Now, how many other rappers would have done that? You wouldn't have seen them on the bike. They got to be in the Rolls Royce. They got to be in the Bentley. They got to be. Got to be this, it got to be that.
They got to be in a bulletproof Rolls Royce and a bulletproof Bentley because of their lifestyle.
I mean, but look at what you sing about it. The power of the tongue. See, people don't realize when you rap that type of stuff or you talking that type of stuff, you bring it to your life. You bringing that to you. You bringing that in. That's what you're doing. Yeah. So, if anybody want to call in before, how long we been on? Anybody want to call in? We got the number is 248-820-5053. If anybody want to join us in on this conversation before we wrap it up.
Before we get out of here, we got T-Cell said, "What's up, Double L?"
Hey, T-Cell, how you doing, brother?
And then Cynthia Hayes said, "Good evening."
Hey,
she said, "Please keep the first ward in your prayers."
Okay.
She also said, "My community desperately needs positive, strong male role models."
Right. See, we need it. We need it. This, people aware that we are needed. You know what I mean? There's no secret. It's no secret. The jig is up, man. We need it, man. Yeah, we need it. You know what I'm saying? For real. We don't know. Let me tell you something else. Don't waste your time because we already been here for a long time, and you don't know how much time you got left. You don't know what you got left. But when it's time to go, you're going to be out of here. The energy will escape that body. You did. So, just make sure you do all you can within a lot of amount of time that you have. You know what I mean?
So everybody that's watching right now, we want y'all to stop and share it.
Yeah, please stop and share.
Watching. Push the share button, subscribe.
Yeah. Share a lot. And all y'all members of groups, put them in all them groups y'all members of. T-Cell's going to share the mess out of this thing. Do your
it's
thing.
It's needed. We all know people need to hear this and have this conversation. If they can't have the conversation, they still need to hear what the conversation was about. And they need to, so we can start being accountable, man. Yeah. And we can get ourselves together, then we can get our children together. And then the world got to look at us differently. The world got to respect us. You know what I'm saying? The world have to. But we got to respect ourselves first.
We got George Cooper. He said, "Rap is never what it used to be." And he also said, "Positivity is measured by the people you influence."
Yeah, beautiful. Said. George Cooper. Hey, shout out to George, man.
Hey, read that one more time.
Read it one more time.
Okay. Let's go Positivity is measured by the people you influence. That's what Mr. Cooper said.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, I think you need to trademark that. You might see that on the T-shirt soon.
You got to trademark. They said you got to trademark that, Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper. You might want to trademark that.
Shirt, put it in the card.
Yeah, for real. That's true. You know what I mean? That's facts.
I'm gonna give you some of the profit, bro.
That's facts.
I ain't like that.
So you asking them, can you go ahead and do it?
Somebody got to do it, man. Hey,
Rich said, "Can he have your blessing, Cooper?"
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. We have to really, just, man, let's stand up. Let's stand up and do what we supposed to do. We know what we got to do. We know what we need to do. We know what we haven't been doing. Each and every last one of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just need to do what we supposed to do, man, before we leave this place. Now you talk about legacy building. I'm gonna tell you what made me interested in my legacy for real. And prior to this, I never really used the word straight up. And this was recently when BB Nolan died. And you know, may he rest in heaven. Man. You know, I knew him when I seen him, but I didn't, and I knew who he was, but I just didn't. I wasn't up close to him. But what it was, I wasn't close to him. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I had nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? I knew him when I seen him. We spoke. You know what I mean? But I can't say that I knew somebody that I don't know. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, he left before I got a chance to get to know him. But when he left, I seen how what the things he had did for Burston, and I seen how, you know, his legacy. I said, this man really got a real legacy. And it made me look at myself. And I'm like, man, Larry, what you gonna be remembered for? What you gonna remember? What type of mark is you leaving on this planet? And I got to thinking, I'm like, man, hold up, man. I need to be filing for bankruptcy for that. Cause I ain't really got too much I didn't put in. So that's when, you know, I had a long talk with myself and said, man, stand up and do what you're supposed to do, man. And wherever it take you to, whatever it is, let it be what it be. But as long as you did what you supposed to do, then you can't worry about the rest.
That's right.
Straight up. And that's what got us where we at today on a few of my little, you know, moves. You know what I mean? Straight up. And I'm still working. You know, I'm a work in progress and I'm still working. You know, I refuse to quit.
Can I say something quick?
Yes, sir.
Man, I am so proud of you, Larry, because you know me and you came up from what they say out the mud. We came from the mud. Both for feet. Real, for Both real. Feet. Like we came. I knew you when all I did was know you, and my mom would slap you if you did something wrong. Your mom would slap me I didn't know your mama, and your mama didn't know my mama. Yeah. But it was rolling like that in our lives. I'm so proud of you because you had one of them. Yeah. You had one of them. Like real talk. I shouldn't even be on camera with these dudes because they man, like real talk, man, like they real soldiers.
Just switch the energy up.
Yeah, they real soldiers, and they made changes. Yeah. They made changes that we didn't change our lives. They didn't make.
We ain't nothing like we
Trust me.
Yeah, we ain't nothing like we was. Trust me. And see, and let me say this, Rich. We got the right to talk about these things. You know what I'm saying? And see, in order to have a testimony, you must first be tested. You know, we done been tested on some of the highest stages, some of the highest, and came and didn't fold, didn't bend. You understand me? And came, you know, just came out. You know what I'm saying? Roaring. Came out the man that you listening to right now, the man that you are listening to right now, and we still working. You know what I mean? You know, you may not hear about everything because we ain't ones that do a lot of talking and commercials about what we do, but just know we working. Straight up.
And y'all will be there August the 17th at Ballinger Park for my No More Tears event. Y'all are on the list for speaking. Larry, I will be letting kids know from today all the way up until August the 17th that if they need somebody to sit down and, you know, because, you know, a lot of these kids are going through things that they need somebody like you to talk to.
Yeah. But, you know, now as far as my program go, since I'm funded by me, you know what I mean? I try to keep it quality over quantity. You know what I mean? And the kids, they gotta want something for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I can't create nothing that I didn't make. Want it. You know, you gotta want something or show me something. You know, show me, and I love literacy with the children. I love teaching them how to read. I love watching them do math. I love this because I know these are the things that they really gonna need, and I know these are the things that our children fall back behind, you know. So I love all that. So you know what I mean. And I would talk to any child, you know what I mean. Now, as far as my programming, I run 6 at a time. You know what I mean. Until I can grow this.
We're gonna pray that
and get some help.
Something like that needs to be blew up, and because
I need help. I need men. I need men that makes examples. Yep. You know, men that, you know, yep.
I'm a volunteer.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
But we going from the 70s. We going. They gonna get some of the 70s.
Call that number out again,
Yeah,
because y'all don't gotta wait till August the 17th to get on board. Y'all can get on board right now. Call that number out again.
The number is 248-820-5053. If you serious, holler at me.
Yep.
You know,
you don't gotta wait,
if you
man.
serious, holler at me, because we all can make a difference, man. And you ain't got to make no big difference, because a whole bunch of little baby steps can make a journey disappear real fast. You know, all you gotta do is just take the step, just make the step,
and be consistent.
Oh, for sure. That's with anything.
Be annual. Like what I do is this little thing I do is annual.
Okay.
That's why it's annual.
Okay. We'll be there. We're gonna support it.
But I gotta help you, because that shows consistency.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of annual stuff that go. What about the other 364 days of the year?
Facts.
It's a lot of annuals that goes around that get grant money.
See, I ain't see.
They get and you coming from the heart every day.
I ain't got nothing against the grant of them, but I'm not begging nobody to do something that I'm supposed to be doing myself if I can do it. No, I'm serious. I mean, that's my mentality. Yeah. You know, now I'll take it, because if I can reach more kids and get more help, and then that's all fine. I have no problem with that. But you know what I mean? In terms of, you know, for me, it ain't about the paper. It's about the results. I need to see some results with these kids. That's what I want to see. And that's it.
And like, I majored in business.
Okay, all right.
And the number one thing that whenever I put myself in position to start asking, I'm not asking for no money to start nothing. I'm asking to enhance,
to grow it, right?
Or keep going. Right. I'm not asking. See, these people, they can't do nothing till they get some started. I've been doing this ever since I was 19 years old, and still ain't. I wish I had half of the money that I lost back. I wish I had 2 of the cars that I tore up running kids around back. Just 2 of them. Just give me 2.
Yeah. You know, but like I said, we're gonna definitely do what we gotta do. And this has been another episode of Lessons with Larry. You know, again, I'd like to thank my distinguished.
We got a call.
Oh, we got a call? Hold up.
We got a call.
The call in.
Call from
George Cooper.
Uh-oh, Mr. Cooper.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Mr. Cooper, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear Cooper?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Cooper. How you doing?
What's going on, fellas? Nice to see y'all on doing your thing in positivity, sir. Shout out to James Mayfield and Mr. George Grundy and Out of the Mud. Shout out to Larry Lott and mentoring program. Shout out to the young gentleman also up there with you, bro. You know, I like to see that doing the positivity.
Oh man, thank you, man. It's needed, man. You know, for real. I think we all thank you.
Like a person once told me is if you're willing to stand in the street and fight with me, I'll fight alongside you. So whatever expertise, whatever I can do to assist you in your project, sir, I'll be happy to put that on deck.
That's huge, man. That's huge. And and you're a very powerful brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just a random caller. I know what you're capable of. I done seen your work. I done witnessed it. You know what I mean? I done benefited from your work. My organization have. You know what I mean? So
I tell people all the time, man, we have to pay for our own kids sooner or later. We got to show them there's another way before somebody leads them astray.
Powerful, boy. Hey, and what you said for that brother Rich, he want to know about that one quote you gave him. He want to know, can he use it?
Can't do that, Rich. My daughter uses that term all the time. She be in class clowning with that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, well, that's a beautiful thing, Mr. Cooper. You know what I mean? And you know, I appreciate you for calling in and listening. You know, thank you for listening. You know, please please share.
You know?
Yeah, man, appreciate that, man. For real, you have no idea, man. You know, it's all about quality. It ain't about quantity. So you know, it's quality. You know what I mean? And anybody, if one person get anything or heard anything that can help them, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all that matters.
That's true, bro.
Yeah, huh?
That's very true.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So
as we always preach quality over quantity, as we know, if we are qualified in what we do, you know, I teach young men nowadays, you know, you don't got to chase no money. The money will chase you.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
The people will pay you what you're worth. If the people not trying to pay you with the work, they're not. Those people are not worth your time. You need to move over to a little bit more. You need to be more. You need to be more positive. And in the end, you also need to pay it forward to others.
Mm-hmm. Brother George Cooper's he got I don't know the name of his business, but he's very, very, very powerful with doing nonprofits, websites. He's a genius, you know what I mean? Real good brother. You know what I mean?
Need you on board for everything.
Yeah. And I'm sure he do much more than that.
Shout out to you, George, too.
Just for him offering, his expertise and offering, to help, that means a lot. And that's the thing. We don't need a lot of money, man. We just need to come together. You know what I'm saying?
Energy.
It ain't about the money. It's about coming together. Yeah, bringing that positive energy, so you can really move. Positive energy move mountains. You know what I mean? So that's key to us. Hit the camera. Hit. Yeah, but that's it. This one right here. Yeah. So, Mr. Cooper, we appreciate you. Oh, okay. We appreciate you, and thank you so much, for calling in. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna see if I can get Big Unc from the '70s to come back next week. You know what I mean? And maybe he might have something he want to share with us next week. You know what I mean? So, I appreciate your presence. You know what I mean? We feel your positive energy, and thank you for them beautiful words, man. They was very powerful, and I'm sure they will get recycled. Cause I'm sure
they will.
Yeah, they get recycled. So that's a beautiful thing. When you saying something positive that someone else would like to say, would like to repeat that. That's a beautiful thing, man.
I love this environment.
I've had positive people in my life, so I'm just saying, it's not that I didn't. Excuse me for stuttering, but I wasn't born at this level. Somebody helped put me at this level.
Thanks. And it's your responsibility and duty to put somebody else to the level that you at.
Exactly. My job is to pay it forward to the next person.
Man.
Amen.
Yeah. Facts. That's a beautiful thing. So just know, brothers gonna come together, man. Brothers gonna be men, and we're gonna come together. So once we come together, then guess what? The ladies gonna have to get themselves together too. Everything gonna get better. The kids gonna have to get themselves together. Everybody start with us though. Yes, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I appreciate you, Brother George, for calling in. And I think Brother Grundy might have something he want to say to you. Hold on.
Hey, I'd like to say thanks to you, Coop, for making sure that all my flyers are done crisp and right. 99.9% of anything that is marketing material from George Grundy II when it comes to veterans are now. Even with the logo of Out of the Mud, George Cooper had his hand on.
George did that logo.
Man, quit playing, man. George, what's that? I told you the truth.
Hey, man, put that shirt in the camera,
man. Why I ain't got no shirt? Where my shirt at?
Look, Blue Ice Productions.
Yeah, hold on.
Blue Ice.
Get in front. Oh yeah.
Blue Ice is the truth.
Out of the mud. That's Out of the Mud Media. That's George work.
So I told him what I was looking for, and he turned it into reality.
Yes, sir.
As a fellow black man, I would also like to thank, the people that have helped put me this way, yourself, Mr. Grundy, as well as Mr. James Mayfield over there, who opened my mind that, sometimes if I got to go get it, I'm going to make it come bring it to me. Mr. Mayfield is a very powerful individual. Also, his intellect is just unmatched so far. It's interesting. I understand as he's growing, he's going to be a great guy. Also meeting with Mr. Larry Lott over there, very powerful young man over there as well. I mean, we surround ourselves by, positivity and positive people so that we can make a difference.
That's right. Facts.
So yeah, what is it that you're working on for me right now?
Right now, I got a few things. I'm working on a flyer right now that's for the Feed the Need, which will be on July 21st at 11 a.m. over at the Tabernacle. It will go up. I'm also working on a new project for Pastor Kim Yarber as well. He's doing opening calendars because now it's 185th birthday for Juneteenth, and as well as Black History. So we're gonna definitely launch that out within the next couple of weeks. I got a few things, a little upgrades for some people. I want to throw into their little sites and see how that flows as well as attaching AI marketing to a few things for a few customers as well. I'm personally working on a new program on a new clothing line called NRU, which is called Next Rep Up. For those people who know what I go through and what I've been through within the past 5-6 years, it's the next rep up. We never can drop the weight. We got to keep it going. We got to keep it pushing. So For me, it's the next rep up.
That's right.
So yeah, Big G, I appreciate it. And again, he's the truth when it comes to putting in flyers and marketing stuff. Like I say, 99.9% of what George Grundy II put his hands on, George Cooper is going to be a part of.
Yeah, Larry Lott too. That's right.
Hey, without you guys, I would have never been here. You know, y'all pushed me. And you know, just for the sake of argument, you know, y'all positivity. I also like to thank those y'all who came out to me and you know helped me decide whether I'm gonna go get a PhD. So that's what I'm gonna do by the end of a certain time. Y'all can call me Dr. Cooper.
That's what's happening, man. That's what's up. That's a beautiful thing, man. Congratulations. You can do it. You know, you gonna do it. You know, for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. We need more men with PhDs that look like us. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And our kids need to see that. You know, straight up.
Sure.
Somebody that's tangible. Somebody that's in the, you know, that's in the community. You know what I mean? Straight up. Man, so that's a beautiful thing.
That's wonderful, man. That's something I needed to hear, man. You know, I hear so much negativity, dog.
Right. Brother got boots on the ground.
It feels so good right now.
I want to say one last thing. Shout out to T Sales.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
He always gonna be a part of the family.
Yeah.
So
T Sales
locked in and locked tight. So that's from George Grundy II.
And Larry Lott.
Yep. He locked in.
Yeah. So what we gonna do, hey, Brother George? So yeah, man, you can catch us next week. You know what I mean? We'll be here doing the same thing. We will just have a different subject. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can spread some positive energy and get an understanding and just share our thoughts, share our own thoughts and our own beliefs.
So
well, I look forward to it, and I look forward to broadcasting over my network. So yeah, other people can be involved in the situation.
Thank you, brother. For sure.
All right, Brother George, we appreciate you. Thanks for calling in and supporting.
Hey, hold on one second.
I appreciate you.
Are those shirts for order?
Soon.
Get your out the mud ink.
Yeah, shirts.
All right, G.
Okay.
Be positive. Be successful.
Okay.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, for sure. Peace, brother. Okay, so yeah.
So can we get some last words from y'all before we leave? Let's start off with little Leo. Something positive you want to tell the viewers that's watching, Keep it short and less than a minute.
Young people, younger than me, just listen and just look what's inside the individual, that man. If that's the man supposed to be, just look at the inside. Don't look at the outside. Look what's inside that person. That's it.
Okay, brother.
Yes, from the 70s.
Yes, indeed. My word for you guys out there is just to stay involved with your children, be in your kids' life. I mean, and just be every chance you get to visit or get a visitation, just enjoy the moment and educate your children, show love, and just hang in there with the one that you with. That's it. Love your children.
Brother
Rich.
I'm gonna make it real quick. Do unto others as you would expect others to do unto you.
Right on.
My last word is be on the lookout. There's some men coming up. You dig? Be on the lookout for some real men because we out here and you understand we gonna be heard, seen, and everything and felt. You know what I mean? For real. So thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate y'all. I want to thank my distinguished guests. Big on from the 70s, Brother Leo, Brother Rick. Rich. Excuse me, Brother Rich.
Saying my name.
Yeah, I know, man. Look here. Don't charge to my heart. Don't charge to my heart.
About to have a flashback and take you over Sonny Sparks' house and go on the back and shoot.
Okay, then. You done went there. Okay, right there by Stifler. Okay,
get out of here. Daryl steal my hubcaps, man.
Yeah, man.
I want nobody steal my hubcaps, man.
Okay, then. Okay, well, let me look. Big on from the 70s worried about his hubcaps getting stolen because that's what they did back in the day. So you understand me? I'm gonna let him go and get out of here. But let me say thank you for Out of the Mud Media, Out of the Mud Inc. And I like to thank George F. Grundy II. I like to thank James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield. You understand me? And as always, peace and love, and do what you can to be better. Always try to better yourself. The biggest room is the room for improvement. I'm out. This Larry Lott Lessons with Larry. Holla at y'all.
Make sure y'all like and share.